Right, so this is Alfie. He is absolutely gorgeous. I've had him from a kitten. Him and his sister Elsa. They were free on Facebook. Kittens. Sorry, that's a little bit bright in your eyeballs. Um, yeah, they were Facebook kittens, free on Facebook. They were originally a litter of three, and they were being advertised, and I was like, oh gosh, it just was so upsetting to see that these kittens needed they needed a home, and yeah, just due to be up there now. Yeah, they needed a home. They needed the mum was basically a young mum, a young kitten mum, and wasn't done, let out, and you know the story. Got basically got pregnant, and yeah. Anyway, I just passed my driving test at that time, and I was like, yeah, I would love to have one. The plan was to have one. But when I went round and saw them, it was like they said, oh, that the one kitten had passed away, so there was two available, not three. And I was like, I'll take them both. Hey, I couldn't take one without the other. I didn't want to split them up, and so that's exactly what I did. Was I had the pair of them, so I had no carrier. I wasn't very prepared. My carrier was taken to bring over another cat that is no longer here anymore. She passed away. So I had to use a box. So my son had these two kittens in the car to look after, and one of them was constantly trying to get out the box, which was him. And yeah, I think they're 7 years old now. It's scary where the time goes, isn't it? You know? But he is just lovely. Him and his sister, I'll show you his sister another time, Elsa. They are inseparable. They're always together. They usually sleep, cuddled up together, or they're, doing something together. They're always by each other's side. And when he's not been very well, he's been run down, Elsa's been staying with him and licking his head and stuff like that, which was very, very sweet. Yeah, it really did piss me off when I went round to see the kittens, and I got chit-chatting to the lady on Facebook as well. And she was like, oh, no one wanted them because they were black and they were harder to rehome. And friends of mine had said, oh, just dump them in a box outside the vet. Someone will soon take them in. That was the response. Anyway, she was like, oh, I'm not irresponsible. I wouldn't do stuff like that. I was determined to get them rehomed either way. I think they were sort of something like about 3 months, or coming up to the 3 months. They were coming up to the 3 months when I had them. And him and his sister, they both went on heat at the same time over Christmas, which made it interesting. When I had, and it was just hard work, but I got them booked in as soon as possible. But yeah, the lady, she was like, oh, I says, oh, what kind of food are they on and what kind of things do they like and all this, that and the other, just to get an idea of their personalities. And she was like, oh, they love chicken nuggets and chips. My son, my kids will feed them what was part of their tea, and they'd eat that easily. And then, so it's like when they came to me, they weren't interested in the food that was put down for them. All they wanted was my food. They weren't interested in kitten food at all. And the one thing that is my sort of bugbear, if you like, is that when a kitten is old enough to be spayed and neutered, the most responsible thing you can do is get them done so they're not going to get pregnant. And the mum that had these, she was a young mum herself. And anyway, this woman, I mean, she says, oh, that she'd let the kittens outside in the back garden to have a run around. I was like, oh my God. You know, she says, oh, they never went off anywhere. And I'm thinking they could so easily get bloody lost. Stupid. And yeah, then these kittens, like I had them, and I kept saying to her on message, like, please get them done. I sent her photographs. Have you had mum done yet? Oh, not yet, was the response. And I thought, I know what's going to happen. And lo and behold, X amount of months had gone by, and then suddenly I had a message, would you like any more kittens? I know you like cats. And I was like thinking, you're bloody joking me. And yeah, sure enough, she was pregnant and having more babies. And that was it for me. I just got rid of her off my Facebook altogether. It just made me so angry. I just think, how stupid are some people? They act so irresponsibly. They don't care. They're not interested. And yeah, I mean, I've fallen out with somebody because she's just done the silly thing and, oh, it won't happen to mine. She likes to stay in the back garden, doesn't want to go off, you know, won't let any toms near her that she doesn't know. And then lo and behold, on one of the days, she comes in to see me and she's like, oh, guess what? She's pregnant. So she's a kitten having kittens. And yeah, it just makes me so angry because my lot, as soon as they've been old enough, every single one of them have been done. I've made sure of it. It's just a pet hate of mine. You know, I've got females. I could have thought, do you know what? Oh, they need to have babies. Oh, they've got to have babies. No, they don't. No, they don't. I mean, one of mine, Percy, he's a Sphinx cross, and the lady I was getting him from, she was like, oh, we'd make interesting babies because he's, you know, part hairless. And I was like thinking, I just did this sort of smile that didn't quite, I think, reach the eyes. I don't think I was really telling her that I was gonna, yeah, this would be a good idea. I just thought, no. I just wanted to be able to take him home. I didn't want her to suddenly change her mind on letting me have him. So yeah. So I just went, yeah. And I thought, no, he's being done as soon as he's old enough. That's it. I'm not finding out. I'm not finding out. But yeah, this friend who hasn't, she made out she couldn't afford to get the cat done. They're now keeping one of the kittens. And it's a male. And I'm thinking, no, you've got two cats now that need sorting out. So you need to get them as soon as old enough, get the both of them sorted out. I don't know what it is with people. It just, to me, is just irresponsible. And there's enough unwanted kittens in the world and enough unwanted cats in the world. You know, do the most responsible thing. Get your cats sorted out, get them done. And that's the end of it. You know, all of mine are chipped. All of mine have been spayed and neutered. Yeah. Anyway, that's my little rant. It does piss me off. But this boy is beautiful. I do love him, you know. I mean, the thing with Alfie, he doesn't sit on laps. He sits to the side of you. He'll sit on the arm of the chair and have fuss. He loves it. He does. He loves it. He's a very loving little boy. He's just gorgeous. And he snores as well. He's a proper snorer. Ain't ya? I do love black cats. They are just beautiful. I mean, people are like, yeah, black animals are the hardest apparently to rehome. One of the most stupidest excuses is that they're harder to photograph. They are just stunning. They're beautiful. They're very loving. All of mine are. I've got 4 black cats. Yeah, and I wouldn't part them for the world. They're just beautiful. So there we go. That's Alfie, cat number 3. Right, catch you later, guys. Bye.